Hi, in this lesson, we'll see about what are value track parameters. So let's revise what we have discussed in the previous lesson and continue from there, right? So in the previous lesson, we have discussed what are UTM parameters, right? So UTM parameters are five types. So these are the five types that are mainly used: source, medium, campaign, content, term, right? So these are the keys, right? And the value, you can define the value. Whatever you define, it will be loaded in the analytic platforms, right? So here, those values are defined by you. They are not fetched dynamically. So what if there is an option of fetching those values dynamically according to the click? Let's say a click has happened from this campaign and a particular keyword. So it will be nice, right? Those keyword, match type, ad campaign, ad group are recorded automatically, and which from which device the user has clicked, it will be also recorded automatically. There are few value track parameters so that are provided by Google. So I hope you are getting me right. So these value track parameters helps to fetch the data. It helps to fetch the value of these keys dynamically, or you can say as automatically. Okay, so let's see. So these are the few URL tracking value track parameters that are available for Google Ads, right? So there are many. I suggest you to go through this article once so that you will get an idea of what are the different URL parameters, or what are the different value track parameters that are available, right? So let's say here you see here campaign ID. When you use this one, that campaign ID will be automatically loaded. Similarly, we have ad group ID. So item ID, this is for shopping campaigns. Extension ID for the asset groups, right? Like this. Match type, what is the match type of the keyword that got triggered? What is the network? What is the device? Like this, we have different uh, value track parameters. You see, we have different value track parameters here. So according to our use, we can use them, right? So for now, just see what are those basic points. Let's say here I wanted to track from which campaign and from which ad group, also from which device it got triggered. Either you can use the UTM parameters, or you can simply uh, create them, right? Let's say what is the website here. So this is the landing page. Let's say this is the landing page. Okay, and question mark. From here the URL parameters will start, right? So here I am keeping key. Let's say I wanted to know the keyword, right? Let's see whether the keyword value track parameter present or not. Okay, so yeah, we have keyword value track parameter. What I will do here, so this is the key, right? I will keep this as key. KEY, keyword, right? Keyword equal to, so here I am keeping equal to. So let's or we can keep it here equal to, and this is the parameter, right? I am taking this one. We have to keep it with the braces. I have told you, right? When you start any of the value with the braces, that means that will be dynamically fetched, right? So here I am keeping this one. Now what happens when a ad get triggered or when a ad get clicked? So here from which keyword that got triggered will be loaded, as it is dynamically fetching, right? As it is a value track parameter. So I hope you are getting me. So again, this can be combined with the ampersand. I also wanted the match type of that keyword. What is the match type? I am giving the match type equal to. So what is the match type? Let's see whether match type is present. Yeah, match type is also present, right? Copy this one, copy and paste, right? Let's say you want to see the campaign ID. You can build it. Campaign ID equal to, let's see whether it is present or not. Yeah, campaign ID. Copy this one and paste here, right? So now combine them. Now you can combine them. Landing page, question mark, parameter, combiner, again parameter, ampersand, again parameter. So this is the final URL. Copy and Control Shift V so that it will be pasted in the values. If you see here, we have kept this wrong keyword, right? We have missed the D. So I hope you are getting this, how to build this campaign URL options through value track parameters, right? So this is another way of building the parameters. You simply go ahead and paste this in the tracking template. But again, I am telling you, instead of pasting this with the landing page, keep this as a copy and paste. You can also use here landing page URL, LP URL, right? Braces LP URL. That means the landing page will be fetched according to the ad group, according to the ad, according to the keyword, all those conditions, right? According to the final URL you are using for the respective ad group or respective keyword. Accordingly, it will be loaded here automatically. And when that click has come, so it will also load what is the keyword. It will also load what is the match type of that keyword. It will also load what is the campaign ID, right? If you want to view that device, from which device it got clicked, you can use this parameter. You see here we have device, right? If you observe, so M means for mobile, T means for tablet, and C for computer. Like this, you will be able to view the data, right? So you copy this one, go to campaign, you can paste in whatever campaign you wanted to track. Go to URL options and paste it here. That's it. Test whether you can, whether it is working or not. You can see here and save, right? So this is how you have to give the parameters. So if you have observed in the previous lesson, let's take one. Okay, let's see how they have built it so that you will have an idea. Earrings, right? We have typed. So this is the one. Okay, copy this one. Again, paste it here. If you observe, let's decode this one. Okay, let's decode this one, right? So here, what we will be do? We will break this URL. Let's break from UTM. We want this URL parameters. So let's break from here to here, right? Control X V. So let's see how he has built and what are loaded here, right? So that you will get an idea how this works. Paste and again from here, right? Paste, cut, again paste, cut, again paste, cut, again paste. So I hope you are getting me right. So let's do it. So it is taking little time, right? My intention is only to make you as much clarity as possible so that you will have a clear idea how to build these UTM parameters or how to build these URL parameters. Control V, Control X, Control V, Control X, Control V, and finally, yeah, this one, Control X, Control V, and Control X, Control V. So this is the URL parameter after we clicked. So let's say how he has uh, made these URL templates in his account. Let's decode it. Okay. So here the key and value. Let's see how he has used and what are the available ones. Okay. Right. So here he has used UTM campaign as key. Right. Uh, let's undo it. Here he has used UTM campaign as key. Copy and paste. And here he has used value because this campaign name is not fetched dynamically. So there is no option of fetching these campaign names dynamically. Okay, let's see it. So if you see here, we have campaign IDs, but no campaign name. You see, that means he would have placed it manually. Okay, as we have discussed in the previous lesson. So here for the campaign, he has used this one, right? And for the ad group, why it is not showing means because In Pmax, if you see, this is a Pmax campaign. In the name it is saying. In Pmax, there are no ad groups. In Pmax, we will be having set groups. Okay, we will uh, discuss in the Pmax module. But please remember that is why here it did not loaded. Okay, so here UTM device. So he has used this parameter. I mean this key here. But here, what he has used? He has used this one, dynamic device fetching. He has used this copy and paste, right? So that is why when this got loaded, it is showing as C. That means the click has come from computer. So I hope you are getting me. This is the term. Again, I am telling you in the Pmax there won't be any term. Copy, paste. Match type, there as there is no term, there won't be match type. And if you see here, this is the UTM parameter, UTM medium, right? Copy, and this is also manually added. Shopping CPC. So it is up to you how you want to combine them. Okay. Here also it is source. Okay, and here also he is used it manually. Copy and paste, right? So this is how you can use the value track parameters to fetch the values dynamically, right? So let's take another example. So this time we take a search example. Okay, you will understand it very clearly. Let's take pottery ban. Let's see. Yeah, click on it. Let's copy this one. Copy and pasting here. Wrap it and break this URL. Let's break this URL. Let's break this URL completely and let's see how they would have built this URL, right? So from here, the tracking template starts, right? From question mark, Control X. This is the tracking template, and this is the source, right? Right. Okay. Control X, and this is the tracking parameter. Source is equal to medium, right? Source is equal to Google. He has kept like this. It is up to the advertiser what he wanted to keep, right? Medium. This is ampersand. Control X. Let's break them all. So I suggest you also to try few of the URLs like this so that you will have an idea of how these are built. Again telling you, without practice you won't be able to understand these parameters, right? Control X, Control V, and again from here, yeah, Control X, Control V, Control X, Control V, Control X, Control V, and CD source, Control X, Control V, right? This is Google Click ID. Control X, Control V, Control X, Control V. So let's see how he would have built for this URL to come. Okay, so this is LP URL, right? This is LP URL, well, like this, right? So and this is obviously question mark, and here key. Let's take from here. This is question mark, and here key. Key is source. Let's differentiate key value, right? And we can keep like this. We can build the parameters itself. So here key is source. Let's divide. Okay, let's divide key value. So here source is the key, right? And Google is the value. So here he has entered it manually. It is not value track parameter. This is also, this is medium, right? And this is CPC. Here also this is not value track parameter, right? And here campaign, right? Campaign, and this is the campaign name. And again, this is also a not value track parameter. We have added manually. So if you see here, this is the keyword. Copy. This is dynamically fetched. So going here, what is the keyword? Yeah, you would have used this one, right? So that ad got this keyword will be loaded here. If you see port ribbon 20%. Why 20% has come? Because while in the URLs, the space is represented by 20%. That is why I suggested you don't use space. Instead of space, you can use any of the characters. Like you can use hyphen like this, or you can use underscore like this. If you use this, there won't be any confusion. If you don't use, the space is replaced by percentage 20. I hope you are getting me. So next is the device. So device. So here copy. This is the key, and here they have used this device value track parameter. This is the value track parameter. Copy and paste. Next is the GD source, something of his personal tracking. We don't know it. And next is the final one, Google Click ID. Why it has come here? Because in the URL tracking parameters only, in the value parameters only, we have this Google Click ID, right? GCL ID. So here what he has done, GCL ID, and the value is this. Like this, he has built the this landing page. So let's try to build it. Okay, let's try to build it. Let's see how it will look like, so that you will have a clear picture now. Okay, uh, it is LP URL, right? Is equal to LP URL into, I mean, question mark, ampersand. This is the key, right? Key. And so here we need is equal to. If you remember, we need is equal. Let's keep it. How can we do it? Let's keep it like this, equal to, right? Okay, let's go like this, right? Let's keep it here, equal to, equal to, equal to, equal to. Now let's combine them. How it will look like? LP URL and question mark and key value. This should be combined. These parameters will be combined by and, right? Ampersand. And I know you are getting little confused, but here what I am doing, again I am telling you, I am concatenating. Okay, here I am concatenating, right? This is the shortcut of using concatenate. LP URL concatenate with question mark, source, rule, and next medium, CPC, and, right? And right. So I hope you are getting these logics. This is the URL that client would have used in his campaign. This he has placed, or he would have placed in the campaign URL options. Okay, so I hope you are understanding what are these value track parameters and how we can use these track parameters either with the UTM parameters or with the names, whatever the custom names you want. You can use these value track parameters as per the requirement. Okay, so I suggest you to watch this lesson once again. or if you have any doubts, I also suggest you to practice this. Take a website or try find few ads on your engines, click on them and copy those URLs into your Excel or Google Sheet, break them and understand them. Okay. So we will meet in the next one.